Yeah.
Let's take a look at the CAF Confederations Cup, because that also will be having the first leg of the CAF Confederation Cup this weekend. It's a step down from the Champions League, and we are going to be having Sewe Sports of Cote d'Ivoire against El Ahly of Egypt. Again, Sewe Sports knocked out a Nigerian team along the way, Bayelsa United. And it was a game that Bayelsa would have won so convincingly. So, by extension, maybe Bayelsa could also have been here.
I know.
Exactly.
But when you look at Bayelsa, when they are on the log,
they would have been beating Black and Blue.
I think it has been that a long time ago.
Yeah,
they are nowhere to be
that
found.
time.
But I think money issues really are the reasons why Bayelsa are where they are on the league, because they have quality players.
Yes.
Yeah, but at times there are teams who don't do well on the home soil and
they
go to the continent and do very well on the continent. Exactly. I think when the time Chelsea did that also, even Liverpool in 2005, Chelsea also, there are teams like that. So perhaps Bayelsa they could have been here.
I think it may have been worse for them, because it would be so difficult to combine both. On the continent, they're struggling in the league, and you have to combine. I think it would have been extremely difficult.
And there's no money. But if they were on the continent, money.
Yeah, they would have been.
Probably wouldn't have been a problem for them, because
Motivation,
they will be there on the continent and they will be able to get funds more readily. All right, this weekend, Tolu, match day 36. I mean, the fixtures will just jump at you right there as you see it on the screen. El Kanemi Pillars. That game will be played in Kano. A lot of people were expecting that El Kanemi would move this game to a neutral venue, but they didn't do that. And so it looks like this game will be played in Kano.
Interestingly, they will be playing at the Sani Abacha Stadium. Kano Pillars Stadium,
They'll be playing at the Kano Pillars Stadium. So Pillars is playing home away from home.
It's home for them.
Massive game. El Kanemi are not very comfortable on the table yet.
Yes.
Pillars are looking to win the title, and that is the fantastic setting for that game. Let me run through the fixtures, but to just note that down, because I'm going to come back to you about that. Nembe, they are already relegated. Nembe are already relegated. I mean, they are already relegated, because the number of points they have, even if they win all their games, they cannot move beyond 18th position on the log. So Nembe already relegated. They'll be hosting Eyimba. And that's also very tricky. Anybody will be looking to pick up all 3 points to put pressure on Pillars. Sharks against Warri Wolves. Massive game in Port Harcourt this weekend. I mean, these are the kind of games I like to see.
Beautiful.
Warri Wolves also dreaming of being champions.
Not forgetting they can also win
the league. Yeah. Gombe against Rangers. Rangers have picked up form at the right time. Gombe are also struggling, but let's see how it goes at the Pantami Stadium. Lobby against Aqua United at the Emmanuel Atongo Stadium in Katsina. Heartland at the Danayam Stadium in Owerri will be facing FC Taraba. Taraba are not comfortable at all, and Heartland have been in fantastic form of late. Crown, nothing crowning about Crown's performance so far this season. Crown could also be relegated at the end of this match day. Depending on the results from others, that they could be joining Nembe as teams confirmed for the drop. They'll be hosting Abia Warriors in Ibadan on Sunday. Nasarawa United will be hosting Sunshine. Nasarawa are also contending for the title. Kaduna United against Giwa. Those two teams, Kaduna are not comfortable, but Giwa looks safe. And then you have Bayelsa against the high-riding, free-scoring Dolphins.
But interestingly, all the top 5 teams, Kano Pillars, Eyimba, Warri Wolves, Rangers, and Dolphins and that order are all playing away from home.
Apart from Nasarawa United.
Yeah, so which means that maybe we could have one or two tweaks, and Eyimba can win the game at Nembe. It looks winnable. And while Kano Pillars...
The game Pillars, Academy also looks winnable for Pillars.
Yeah,
looks like
home there.
And interestingly, just 2 points separates Pillars at the top of the log and Eyimba. But I'm more interested in what can happen in the last in the other 2 match days. Well, Nembe relegated already, as we said, because the next game is going to be away in Kano against Kano Pillars. You don't expect them to win that. You probably expect Kano Pillars to win that. So, interestingly, Kano Pillars have 1 home game left, 2 away games, which means winning the league relies a lot on winning the game against El Kanemi first, or trying to pick a point out of that one, and then coming home to win the game against Nembe, because the last match day, on match day 38, is going to be Kano Pillars against Eyimba. Anything could happen. Warri Wolves also have 2 of their games away from home in the final 3 games. So it means that it's really tricky for all these top 3 sides, and anybody can really win the league as it stands. And Eyimba, unlike last season where they scored just 32 goals in the whole campaign, so far this season they've scored 46 goals, and it's really impressive. 3 more games to go. Can they not chop maybe 3-4 against Nembe? We'll just see what happens. But I think Eyimba can really give Wolves and Kano Pillars a real fight.
And it looks like this title will be decided right there on the final day. And get what the final fixture will be In Aba, it is Enyimba against Kano Pillars.
And then Nasarawa United versus Warri Wolves.
Wow.
Difficult.
Difficult.
That's why away from home also.
They have to win Imbe City so as to stay on points.
Okay, let's run through this very quickly. National League is resuming this weekend after loads of weeks of inactivity. Now, National League is back, and we have 3 more games at the end of the season. Let me run through the fixtures for you in Division A. Adamawa is hosting Kwara United in Fufuri. That's where the game will be played. Wiki against Sokoto United, Tornadoes of Benin against Kogi United, Jigawa Golden Stars against DSS of Kaduna, FRSC against Mighty Jets. These are some of the fixtures from Division A. Let's see the other fixtures from Division A. Spotlight against Chief, Plateau against Ranchers, Nigeria Prison against Supreme Court. That's an interesting one. The prisons against the court. So let's see how that pans out at the end of the day. That story will be played in Abuja. Let's run to Division B very quickly. 3SC against MFM. That is the relegation. I beg your pardon. That's a battle for promotion.
Yeah. Exactly. That is the match.
Battle for promotion.
That is the match.
And it's a massive game in Ibadan this weekend.
Yeah,
tomorrow. COB against First Bank tomorrow is a Lagos derby. Stationary Stores already relegated, sadly, will be confronting Raymond Stars. Insurance of Benin against Aqua Starlets. Prime against ABS of Ilorin. Some of the other fixtures of matches. Abia Commerce against Gabros. Go round against Unisem. Gateway against Ekiti. Ekiti United. All right. So those are the fixtures for you of the Nigeria National League. Let's pause a little bit and bring you some highlights from tennis. Tolu, you've been following up on the WTA tour?
Yeah, and really interesting for Mara Sharapova. She won today, but she'll be missing out in the finals.
She won, but not good enough for her.
Not good enough. And Serena Williams, we may not be having her because Simona Halep defeated her in the first game. Yeah. Yes, she bounced back to defeat Eugene Bouchard, but her qualification is hanging on the final game between Anna Ivanovic and Simona Halep. Should Anna Ivanovic win that game, it means she will qualify alongside Simona Halep, but should Simona Halep win, help Serena by winning, I think it means that it will be Serena Williams and Simona Halep. We wait to see what could happen in that aspect. But for the guys, it's not really been interesting. Also, Rafael Nadal out, injured. Of course, he will be having a surgery later next month, appendicitis. Although he was defeated today by a 17-year-old, though quite shocking. Andy Murray is still fighting hard to get into the ATP World Cup Finals in November. And it's really, really difficult for him because he's not close to it. But hopefully he'll make it in there.
You know, unfortunately, of course, they don't go through the semis. But
okay, let's just hear what she has to say, and then we'll come back for more. All right, so those are highlights for you from the world of tennis, Roger Federer, and of course from the women's game. We have to wrap up the show now, but let's just quickly talk very quickly about Aruna Quadri. Table tennis this time, the IWTF World Cup is going on in Germany, and what a fantastic result it turned out to be for Aruna Quadri today. He beat the world number 27. Tolu, you'll be keeping tabs.
Kenta Matsudaira, he was defeated. He beat him 4-2 on aggregate. 11-3, 7-11, 11-6, 5-11, and 11-2. Then in the deciding set, he won that 13-12. Really interesting because he's representing Africa. He won Africa Top 16 to qualify for this event, and it's good to see that he won his first game against all odds.
All right, so that's a good one for Aruna Quadri, the Nigerian representing Africa at the IWTF World Cup in Germany. All right, I think that's where we will have to wrap it up on that note of Aruna Quadri. Wish him luck with the rest of his games and hope he's able to keep Africa's flag flying so high. But this weekend, the big one is in Spain. The El Clasico is Real Madrid at home to Barcelona. We'll return on Monday to talk about all the results and all the highlights for you on Sports Tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.